What's up, jabroni? Steven here. Welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into Chuck versus the Sensei. This is episode 9 of season number 2. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early over there if you want them. If you don't want them, that's cool. You can get episodes here whenever they show up. So let's see. Last episode I thought had one of the best moments of the entire series when Chuck kind of screws over Jill, which I thought was really awesome. Just that moment was cool as hell. The episode was pretty good as well. I liked it. Hopefully this episode is great and funny and has everything that you want from an episode. Sensei, I'm assuming it's going to be Casey or Sarah's. It just makes sense. It wouldn't be Chuck. Chuck doesn't have one, so it doesn't make any sense to be Chuck. It's got to be one of them. Yeah, we're going to hop in here, have a good time. Hopefully have some laughs, have some fun action. Pretty much like, comment, subscribe. Here we go. Damn it, Casey. Whooping your ass.
You walk on back to the back and look at all the big mugs.
About to get punched in the face.
You bet. I'll just call all the criminals and rogue spies and let them know to hold on a sec, because Chuck Bartowski needs some time to sort out his lady feelings.
Dear Jesus, Casey.
Look, Chuck, we know how hard this has been for you, but maybe a new mission is exactly what you need right now.
You know, how to get over the ex, you know?
Great.
Put yourself in danger.
Security's tight.
The hell? Come on, Casey. Holy shit, he is fast. Oh shit.
Sensei.
You gotta help me. It's an emergency. Chuck.
What? Ellie, are you okay?
No. Devin's parents decided to take the red eye in from Connecticut to surprise us.
Yeah, I know, I would think so.
It is. These are two perfect parents that raised 3 perfect boys in a perfect house, and this place is a pigsty.
Literally the same conversation we had.
If they flew all night, they're gonna want to sleep all morning.
When it's putting a missile, moron.
You know, when you call me moron, that hurts me on the inside.
And it got away because you couldn't open a door. You're lucky your feelings aren't the only thing that got hurt.
Technically, I only have to sit in the van and flash.
Hey.
He's looking at Chuck.
Gentlemen,
We have our own contest. A side bet.
Who can get the worst?
Always score on their comment cards.
Oh, dude's gonna break it because he's upset. Yep, he is upset. He learned that from his sensei.
Listen, you insignificant little
Hey. Oh, he hung up on you. Look at Chuck.
You're on a mission, maybe surrounded by Bennett's men.
The bomb.
Run! Go!
He's good. Oh, fuck.
Hold on, Casey. Don't hang up.
Don't follow him.
Right at your sensei.
Then it's the buy more?
What? How is that possible?
Own feelings were hurt, okay? Please don't lash out at me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Chuck!
Casey, what are you doing?
That could take the head.
Oh, no. Not good.
Wait, I've got Chuck. It says the signal is...
Chuck's in the other car.
The signal is right in front of us. No, Casey, stop! Stop! Chuck's in the car! You're gonna kill Chuck!
Fast driving very, very fast.
Casey!
Oh, wow.
Be my student again. Take your training to the next level.
I'm to the dark side.
That's all you got? That's how you're turning the others? Save your breath.
Sarah said not to.
He's gonna open up to him. Fake, open up.
I started training under Ty Bennett when I was 23 years old.
Maybe real.
I was an idiot back then. I wasn't good enough to qualify for his program, but he took me on anyway, you know, so he taught me everything I know.
Okay. 1919 Mulholland Drive. It's a martial arts dojo, but also a cover for Bennett's illegal activity.
Good work, Intersect.
You know, think you should reconsider this whole cooling off period. I think General Beckman was onto something when she said you should stay down here.
Come on, I need that eyeball.
For the lying, the name calling, the emotional manipulation.
No, for punching you.
For this.
Oh, what the hell?
Hey, no, Casey, no, wait, you don't understand.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's agree on the red velvet.
Big fan, and I love sorbet between courses.
Great idea, Woody. So, are you gonna wear your
It doesn't matter.
Second, I just had a brilliant idea. White ties.
Woody looks so handsome in a white tie. That's a
Awesome's gonna step up.
I don't know.
I know you're not in contact with your dad, so I would be honored, really, to walk you down the aisle on your wedding day.
Chuck's gonna do that, right? I would assume Chuck will do that.
You know what, guys? Maybe we should just table the wedding talk.
No, I have something I'd like to say, actually. I said yes to the big one. I'm sorry.
Babe, sorry. Sweetie.
Well, this is awkward for Sarah. It's like shit.
Sarah, so you were in the yogurt game?
Yeah, yogurt.
Hello, spoons.
Yeah. Sarah, thank God. Listen, Casey threatened my life, so technically I can't tell you.
What?
Well, you could guess, though. Yeah, you could guess.
I don't have time for games.
Yes, I'll tell you if you're hot or cold. And FYI, this place is very cold. It's practically frozen.
You're at Orange.
Bingo! Yes, you're amazing.
Let me guess. You went down into the castle and Casey used you to get out, and then he locked you in the Orange, and now he's going after Bennett.
Damn.
Wow, that's very impressive. How did you?
Okay, where did he go?
You didn't hear this from me. 1919 Mulholland Drive.
Can you get out?
No, not until you get down here and get the key to get me out of these handcuffs.
Good. Stay there.
What?
No, wait, Sarah, no, wait.
I'm confused. You called Ellie. Why didn't you call Sarah? That was weird. Says Chuck.
Computer emergency?
Literally, what the hell? Puts himself in like harm's way.
Let's do it.
Wow, these are all the people that he turned? Holy shit.
Hello, John. And
We're in trouble, aren't we?
A little bit. But nah, Casey will figure it out. I mean, this guy's, he's old. I mean, Casey, if he taught everything Casey, if he taught Casey everything, then Casey should know.
Use the snake on him. Get around him.
He's the snake.
Come on! Casey, hit him!
He's outmatched.
Oh my man, dude, he is getting
you lost your
destroyed.
calm, John. Your center is filled with conflict.
Wait, Chuck can be that again.
Show my students
Oh
something.
my god, annoy him.
Casey, you gotta get him.
Run for it, Chuck. Oh, it's too bad, really. I was hoping my men would see better skills from a former student of mine.
Look, I get how you're a man who deeply feels. You care about us. You care about me. Admit it. You feel all warm and mushy about me. Go ahead. Say it. You love me, John Casey.
I'm gonna kill you.
Wait, hold on. No, not me. Him.
Nice work, Sensei.
Hands on your head!
Who called Beckman?
What? It's not my fault. She guessed. Let's accept this one time only bonus gift. Whoa! A 65-inch flat screen TV.
Except one thing was clear.
Have
That Dad would walk me down the aisle.
Yeah, but Chuck's gonna do that, right? I mean, that's like me and my sister. Like,
Really hard to let
it
go
would
of
just
that.
be how that would work, right? That's usually how that would work. The person that's been in your life that's like walk you down the aisle. Holy wait, what? Their dad's not dead? I thought their dad was dead. Who's dead, their mom?
Dad's gonna walk you down the aisle.
You can't say that, Chuck.
I'm gonna find
I
him.
know that you want that for me, but we haven't heard from him in a really long time.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna find him. I'm a smart guy. I can do that. And when he hears about the wedding, he'll be here for you.
Come on, you really think he's gonna make it?
I guarantee it.
All right, well, that was episode number 9, Chuck versus the Sensei. That was a solid episode. Honestly, I'd probably give it. Is an 8? Seems pretty fair, right? 7, 8. Some funny moments, not that many funny moments. Some of the emotional stuff with Ellie. Even though we didn't really get a full closure with her yelling at Awesome's parents. But like the whole Casey thing and Casey kind of being vulnerable. Yeah, I think a 7 is fine. I think it sounds a good score. But yeah, the episode starts off right out the gate. We're at the Buy More. Casey's being kind of scolded at by Boss Man. And it's kind of the situation where he's got to like center his himself and not lose his damn mind and beat the shit out of this guy. What's his name again? Emmett. While that happens, while that's happening, I think Sarah comes over, right? No, who comes over? Oh no, we go to the secret base. Chuck thought he was gonna get a little bit of a break. Casey's being a dick. Chuck is not happy about it because, Casey's kind of being an asshole.
I mean, finding out Jill was full.
Because, Chuck's trying to, still getting over the fact that his ex is a bad, evil person. We break into this warehouse to protect something, or we're infiltrating this warehouse to protect something. Somebody breaks in, and it becomes this whole thing about the person got what he needed, and we're chasing him. Chuck's trying to, do what he can do, and ain't really going well. He's kind of failing at it, but, he's trying. We then ultimately get to a point where Casey catches up to him, fights the guy. It turns out it is his sensei, who he was trained, which actually that was the beginning of the episode, was Casey being trained by his sensei and getting his ass whooped. And we find out that his sensei has gone rogue, has been kind of trying to recruit agents, which is why we haven't told Chuck about it, or not Chuck, we didn't tell Casey about it because we don't know how Casey would feel about it. But yeah, he's recruiting all these agents to kind of create this super team to take out or to sell stuff on the black market. Ellie's freaking out because the Awesomes are coming. The Awesomes were supposed to come. Was it last episode or the episode before that? I can't remember. They were supposed to be there because Ellie, for something, I forgot what it was for Thanksgiving. It had to be last episode then. She's freaking out, and we meet the Awesomes. The Awesome, I know her. Morgan Fairfield. I've seen her in other stuff. Never really seen this guy. Looks like Bill Clinton, kind of, from like really quick glance. But yeah, so they're kind of taking over the wedding, and Ellie is just kind of going along with it because she's trying to impress them, trying to do well, and not piss off the parents because she wants because Awesome loves his parents and they love him and all this stuff. She's kind of just giving in everything. We talk about the guy that got away, Ty, right? Ty Bennett. He got away. Casey blames Chuck and starts to like make fun of Chuck and like he always does, but he's kind of doing it in a very mean-spirited kind of way where it's not like just a joke. He even convinces them to like get Chuck off of the case. They can do it. At the Buy More, we're having a contest, Employee of the Month. Simple stuff, whatever. Sarah apologizes for Chuck. There are a few, maybe 2 moments. 3 moments. Maybe 2 moments where Chuck and Sarah have like a moment of, being, talking about stuff and the emotional aspect, but we're not really alluding to the emotional aspect of one another, but about caring and love. Or maybe the second time was with Casey. What had to do with Chuck, right? What Chuck goes later. All right. Morgan is not down for the employee of the month thing because Chuck says he doesn't care. So, Morgan decides to come up with a plan of everybody sabotaging and becoming awful and getting the worst grade. So Casey told Chuck he wasn't part of, not to be, he was a liability. He wasn't allowed to come on the mission, but they need him. They need him to see if he'll flash on anything while Chuck's at the buy more. The sensei shows up and yeah, Chuck's freaking out. Code red, whatever he's yelling. He does this cool little can thing to intimidate Morgan. Chuck gets in contact with them about the guy being here, but also Chuck's doing the dumb shit of tailing the guy for reasons that I don't understand. Let's see. We then get to the buy more. This is where we, for some random reason, decide. I don't truly understand. This seems like a budget thing. We randomly decided to go to the buy more for registration. And it just kind of seemed like the director, the creators, the writers were all like, we don't want to build an extra set. We'll just use the buy more. And we do that because there's nothing that really happens at the buy more, really. I guess it was just to have this moment with Awesome and this guy being a dick. Of course, Chuck gets caught because he's being a dumbass, tailing the guy, gets put into the trunk. Casey and his sensei have a, I don't know what you call this, but they go at one another. The sensei crashes. Chuck's in the trunk. They save Chuck. Sensei runs away. He tries to recruit Casey. And then we have a moment here. What's happening here?
But I know Bennett. I know how he operates.
Casey's he's sidelined. He's too emotional. He's too attached. 2 times the guy's gotten away from him. And they kind of put him on restriction. This is the second moment I was talking about with Chuck and Sarah about, letting their feelings get involved, about Casey and everything. And it was a moment that I noticed here. I thought was really, really, really cute. Right here. You see this? They always have these little moments. But Sarah says for Chuck not to go down there, leave Casey alone. We have this thing here because then Bennett says whoever has the lowest score will end up being closing on Saturdays. So everybody tries to do the best to everybody besides Jeff. We got on the good side. Casey's trying to break out. Calls Chuck, manipulates Chuck to essentially let him essentially he convinces Chuck to go down there and by being in touch with his emotional side. Chuck goes down there. Casey takes advantage of him, opens up all this stuff, gets out, ties Chuck to the yogurt thing. Ellie here loses it because the mom isn't even taking anything that Ellie says. She's literally picking the food, picking the cake. Ellie spazzes out. We then get a phone call. So this part I didn't understand. I don't know why he called Ellie and not Sarah. I didn't understand that. I know that Casey said not to call Sarah or not to tell anybody, but he called Ellie. I don't know. I don't understand that. That was weird. It was yeah, I don't know. Was it just for her to pick up the phone? I don't this lady to pick up the phone. I don't get it. So Sarah says, stay there. I'm going to go save the day. Stop Casey from doing what he has to do. Chuck uses this little freeze thing to break out of the handcuffs. Goes to where Casey is. And we have a fight with the sensei. And something the sensei says triggers Chuck to be like, oh my God, about finding your center and your inner peace and all this other stuff. So Chuck just figures out that he can essentially be all emotional with Casey. It would piss him off, and Casey could use that anger towards the sensei because Casey doesn't really have a peaceful center. So he wins. Homeboy wins a TV. They have this moment with Ellie and Chuck about the father and walking down the aisle. I thought it was just going to be that Chuck was going to walk her down the aisle, but no, Chuck's going to find the dad. It should be just that Chuck's the one guy that's been there her whole life. He should be the one that walks her down the aisle. And it kind of, if I was Chuck, I'd be a little bit hurt. A little bit. But I guess I would fully understand though. You want your father. But if your father was never in your life and he bailed on you, you really want him to be there in the most important moment of your life? I don't know. I don't know if I would want that. I feel like Chuck should be the person that walks her down the aisle. It just makes more sense. But nonetheless, Turns out Chuck has the number, and he's gonna use his spy stuff to figure out where Daddy Dearest is. That's the episode. Like I said, a solid 7 seems like a good score. An 8 is a bit too high. Not a lot of comedy, a few emotional moments, but overall, I think a 7 is a solid score. So that's what I'm going to give it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course. Patreon if you want the full reaction. If you don't, that's cool. You can get episodes here whenever they show up. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to talk to you guys later.